Hi, good morning. So this is session 3 and 4 of the building block circuits that we've been working on. 45 seconds worth of work, 15 seconds rest and transition, 5-minute block. We'll repeat that same block and then go straight into the second circuit, following the same format. If you need it, you can put rest interval minutes or however long you need after each 5-minute sort of section, or if you're feeling good and want a bit more workout, keep the intensity up, then just try and move all the way through, which is what we'll try and do today. The only kit you need is a mat for a little bit of comfort and a sturdy chair or a bench like I'm going to use today. And yeah, it's a take part session, so I'm going to run all the way through it and we'll see how we go from there. Some of the exercises will have options and variations, and I'll explain those as we go through the workout. Hopefully you should be warmed up, you've got mobile, you've got loose, you feel prepared, ready to start, because we're going to go straight into the workout. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with is a squat jump into a one-legged land, alternating the landing leg. Okay, we'll get going and we'll develop it as we go. So 3, 2, 1. Trying to get a good drive out the legs, but the focus is really in controlling the landing element of this move. We're not diving down into the knees. It's a good, fairly stiff catch in that single leg. Okay, the next ones are prisoner stance, reverse lunges. So hands up here, elbows back. We're going to alternate legs. Again, good step backwards, good bend through both legs, and a good drive and pop up. The front heel stays down, trying to maintain a bit of shape and some posture. Trying to keep some good alignment in that front leg, following the toes. Good. Next one is going to be the side to side rocks with an option to turn and add a bit more pivot and rotation to it. So wide stance, keep the feet and the knees apart, hold, pivot around, keep the legs pretty stiff and straight, and you control the movement rather than momentum. If you haven't got the space, then just stick to the side to side ones that we've done there. Just trying to get into the hips and the glutes a little bit. Obviously working down through your ankles. Some extra stability work through there. Okay, next up we're into cobra push-ups. Now there's options here. You can do them on your knees, starting in this position, or on your toes, or you can just revert to ordinary press-ups. Try the ones on the feet first. Pushing your bum high, hands are just a bit wider than your shoulders, and get nice and low. Extend up, legs are straight, shoulders are back. When you get to the finish point, Trying to stay nice and low, diving down between the hands, chest follows, hips come down too. One more. And the last exercise of this little circuit, face down, Y, T, W. With your feet and your legs relaxed, upper body face off the floor, hands stay off the floor, thumbs pointing upwards. So getting some work through your postural muscles, in between the shoulder blades, the back of the shoulders, keeping that upper body and the hands and the arms off the floor throughout. Good. So this might be a good time to have a pause, 30 seconds to a minute recovery. We're going to go straight into the second set though now, repeating all those exercises, second round. So that's squat, one leg one, alternate side, bad one. Again, note how we're landing on that leg. The foot feels its way down, midfoot down into heel. Good. Reverse lunges again. Prisoner stance. Again, check you've got enough room behind. Nice bit of pop on the way back up. Good intent. And alternating legs. A slight lean forward is absolutely fine. Just encourages you to sit back a little more, but not losing our shape over here. Again, stay strong to the end. And relax. Good. Check your space again. We're doing the side to side rocks with the pivot if you've got the room. Keep the feet apart, knees apart. It's not a side leg raise. Hover, hesitate, pivot round. Again, keep those legs straight, extend through the hips. So feel the work developing high up into the hips. Good. Back on the floor in your cobra push-ups. Any of your variations, I'll do the first couple on the knees for that one this time. Again, hands just wider than your shoulders, as far forward as you can reach. And stay low. Push down through the hips. Push up through the upper body. Load the arms and the chest and the shoulders. Again, if that's okay, try the one on your toes. If you really can't get to grips with this exercise, just any of your normal press up options is fine. and then face down for those wide TWs again. Again, the lower body is relaxed, strung through your spine, all the upper body off the floor, eyes looking down. Y, T, W. Again, keep those legs relaxed. Okay, good. So that'll be another great time to pause the video, have a recovery of 30 seconds to a minute or so. I'm going to run straight into the second circuit. This time, reverse lunge, up, 2 leg catch, lunge, catch, catch. So it's not a massive lunge back, not as big as we were doing in the previous circuit. It's just to load the move and set up the jump. Again, good controlled landing, partial squat. We're not after a deep squat down there, just as if you just jumped off a small wall. Next up, get your chair or bench, take a practice sit down, as many reps as possible, firing through these squats. Control, push through the legs. Using the arms to help with the drive. Anything we do in life tends to involve some coordination between hands and legs. Really keep driving and squeezing through those legs. Should get the heart rate up with this one. Good. Next one is called ankling. Really working your lower leg. You're going to lift the heels up. You're going to stay on the midfoot, balls of your feet. You're going to take a small step, pull your toes up, balance, just there. Doesn't seem like much, but for the whole 45 seconds, you're just staying up on the balls of your feet. You're just using whatever space you've got available. You can just stay on the spot. If you're really losing your balance, then just slide along the wall with your fingertips, or use a table or chair. Remember that pull up of the toes. Okay, this exercise, a modified version of your single leg deadlift, more like a donkey kick. We're going to rotate, we're going to externally rotate on the standing hip. So you support yourself on your chair or your bench, shoulders are back, kick back, and then we're going to rotate round, hips will end up pointing along there, bring it back around, come back in. Good extension first, control, back around and back in. As we rotate, this standing knee doesn't collapse inwards. I'm just getting some good work up here. As you progress, you can start to use a little bit less support from the bench or chair. I'd rather you really worked on just getting that movement right first. and then we're doing the same on the other leg. Set, push your bum back, load that standing leg, kick, rotate round. So normally with this exercise we're trying to keep the hips level, but today we are trying to turn them. Still strong and tight through your core. One more. Good. Again, this will be another good time to pause the video, have a breather if you need to, but we're going to go straight in. Last 5 minutes just repeating that circuit. We started this one with that reverse lunge into your 2-leg landing. There, catch. Really trying to give it some oomph this time. Again, arms provide some propulsion. If you really struggle with the jumping elements of these exercises, just feel a bit too fatigued, then perhaps just stick to a 1-leg squat, or do another round of your reverse lunges without the jump. This is just working on a bit more power application and controlling deceleration on that landing. Next one, as many reps as possible, your squats. See if you can beat the number you did on the first round. Feet just wider than your shoulders, still a good squat. Even though there's pace there, still good form. Heels are staying down, my knees aren't collapsing in. I'm trying to come all the way through the hips at the top. I'm not sort of sat waiting and staying down here all the way through each time. Again, keep driving the arms. Good. Then that ankling, walking. So give yourself some room. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Good control. And walk and lift the toes. Steady the balance. It's not how fast you move forward. It's just those individual repetitions of lifting your feet up. Keeping the legs pretty stiff. You're not lifting at the knees, lifting through the foot. Dorsiflexing the toes upwards. Quite a challenging one, but allows the heart rate to settle a little bit after the power squats. Okay, last exercise on each side was the donkey kick with a rotation. We'll have a go on the floor using a bit of balance. So set yourself. Extend back first of all. Rotate round. Come back to middle. And bring it in. Set again. Good extension there. Rotate round. Again, if you're really not able to do this exercise without the balance support, then use the balance. Yeah. Anything stood on one leg is working on stability in your ankle, your lower leg, right up into your hips and your glutes. And then change sides. do it from the front this time. So last bit, last 45 seconds. So we tip over by lifting the back leg to a capital T position, rotating round, and then come back there to the middle. Again, lift, rotate round, back to the middle. So ideally, I'd have something to stabilise me a little bit more as well. Just a little bit of a chair in front. Let's get one more in because I was a bit rubbish. Okay, and relax. So in total, that's 20 minutes from start to finish without any breaks in there today. Include the recoveries if you need them after every 5 minutes. Keep them short, nothing more than 30 seconds to a minute and a half. We want to try and keep the intensity up. You can repeat that circuit a couple of times a week, or include some of the previous workouts that we've done. And yeah, give it a go. See